Hey, how's it going, guys? Oh my, no. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the 27th episode of the Highly Taken Podcast. I'm Dave Secret here, back from you at, well, wow, that made no sense.
Back from you!
Back from you, Tallahassee, Florida. Back from your mom's house.
Christian Smith, back from Maryland.
Hey, Nick Smith, back at you on the road. Unfortunately, guys, I'm going to Atlanta, but, you know, got to deal with the number one team in baseball. We'll see.
Number two.
Yeah.
So, I guess...
Are you sure? But I checked last night. They had 62. Orioles had 61.
That doesn't mean you're the best team, though. Does not mean you're the best team.
Yeah, the Philadelphia Phillies happen to be the best team. Dude, who's the last team to throw a no-no? Okay, I just want to put it out there.
Baller.
You know...
All right, so it's the beginning of the weekend. So obviously we have our Gone in 60 Seconds. Nick is drinking probably some sort of slushy out of a cup. We probably got it off the side of the road from like a 7-Eleven or something. And we have Christian running to the fridge right now.
Hold on,
He did not forget it. He's like the only person I know that always forgets.
Dude, it's not. I always, dude. I get confused on the segments, and if it's like, I don't know, man. Just I'm coming with a drink.
Oh, come on! We're like 5 minutes in, and Nick,
already dropping.
Nick held back on it.
Why can't we bleep things out?
We can. It's just, do we want to? It's up to you.
Like, dude, every time I say the F word, just censor it to penis. Every time.
Okay, we'll put penis in your mouth. Don't worry. We'll put penis in your mouth. Christian, I see.
Nick, you're not operating that heavy vehicle, are you?
Whoa. She has a... No, I'm just
kidding. You guys are ridiculous. All right. I'm ready when you guys are.
All right, on your mark, get set. In today's episode of Gone in 60 Seconds, we have a sport that will rear its ugly head, a sport that actually Nick would definitely be a pro at, a sport all about beauty, or the lack thereof. That's right, we're talking about gurning. That is Gurning. To gurn is to make a distorted facial expression and is a verb to describe the action. A typical gurn involves projecting with the lower jaw as far forward as up as possible, covering the upper lip with the lower lip. Basically, the person who has the ugliest face wins, which is why I think Nick would clobber this competition. This is a contest for a person who can pull the ugliest face wins. You think this is a weird new age thing, but gurning contest originated in 1297. Again, that's 1297. That's before Columbus even sailed the ocean blue. At the Egremont Crab Fair in the UK. Of course, it's a UK thing. That doesn't surprise me. Obviously, they probably have a big advantage with how bad their dental system is over there. They hold these contests annual as well in the UK. The real question is, what celebrity do you think would crush this competition?
Look, I think... Sorry. Ow. I think I would just like to point out and say, I know how you said that Nick would, kick... Personally, that Nick should be disqualified from the competition because he would always take first place in it, nonstop. So it's kind of like unfair. You know what I mean?
It does seem unfair. A lot of people.
You can't really mess with it, man. I mean, if you're the GOAT at something, it's like Tom Brady. You're the greatest of all time. You gotta be good at something. Unfortunately, mine's look. So
I think it'd be very interesting. So it's like, how people are like naturally talented and people work to be talented. I feel like it'd be a great contest to see Gary Busey versus Jim Carrey and who can make the ugliest face. Because Gary Busey doesn't really have to try, but Jim Carrey can make some pretty distorted faces. So I think that'd be
Jim Carrey. Yeah.
Have you seen The Grinch?
I not personally. Like, I don't know him like you do.
I feel like I'm staring at him.
He's the Grinch.
That's jacked up.
All right, so what's our first?
But I'm staring at two people. It's split screen. Who just said it was you, Nick?
All right. So we don't have anything really that much football related this week.
Except you do, because we'll jump right into Christian's Payday Parlay, baby. Yes,
there we go,
sir. Because it's
my
back,
job easy.
Boys. It's back. Football is here. Yes, it's the preseason.
Do we change it? Do we change his name again?
Is he going back to the Christian Payday Parlay?
We're going back to the Christian Payday Parlay because it's dang it. It's payday, boys.
I'll bleep that. I'll bleep it.
Yeah, bleep that one.
I'll say penis.
It's payday, boys. Now look.
My favorite candy bar.
Everyone out there.
You know what?
Just do the exact opposite.
I'm going to honor your payday.
And I'm sure
We're having technical difficulties on Nick end, but we'll get through it. And David left. Man, this is becoming one podcast. Payday, baby.
Payday.
It's payday.
Listen, boys. Look,
those things are nasty.
No, paydays are one of the
Obviously.
best. I will say that paydays are one of the best candy bars. They actually make chocolate paydays. Those are amazing. I'll sit on the hill. Me and Hungry Howie's and Payday candy bars are going to sit on the same hill together.
I prefer Happy Harry's, not Hungry Howie's. But anyways, continuing.
You're
on.
probably happy if she is hairy.
Ooh. Yeah, so look, guys. Three leg, easy work here. Easy work here. You ready? We're going to take the Eagles money line against the Ravens because that's just, dude, first time I get to bet on the Eagles in forever. Yes, dude. I don't care. I don't care. We're taking them because we get to take them, and that's enough for me.
Yeah, but
because I can't. I
you
don't
understand.
Care because
the
I don't know. I
Ravens
understand
have
everything. I don't care.
Pro
I
Bowler
don't
as their
care.
backup quarterback.
I don't, dude. So do we. So do we.
Oh, we have with Mariota a Pro Bowl.
Yes, bro.
Bro, we're goated.
I don't
Dude,
know.
we're set. We're set.
This would be the best backup game ever.
Listen, I just want to say this. Look, the spread on this game is Ravens -4. So screw the Philly +4. We're taking on a money line to win the damn game, okay? That's lock leg number 1. Number 2 is going to be the 49ers to beat the Raiders. Now, the Raiders are -4 on the money or on the line. Screw the +4. We're taking the money line again. And to round off this little 3-peat parlay I got going right here, give me the Phillies on the money line with the Twins, boy. Give me that right there all day. All day.
Yeah.
Who you taking?
I'm
Phillies
taking the
versus
Phillies,
Twins.
baby.
Fun
Okay.
fact, though, Brock Purdy, they're doing the combined practices for the Raiders and the Niners right now. He threw 3 picks in the combined practices. So
Yeah, well, it's just practice. It's not a game.
thanks, Alan.
Dak Prescott threw 3 interceptions the other day too. So what's that mean?
All right. So
Dallas.
do you guys want actually? So I'm going to do trivia. Another episode of Quiz on Your Face. So with the Pac-12 in shambles and everyone moving around the NCAA, I decided why not do some trivia about people who moved divisions or conferences. So this is going to be pro or college people who have left their division to another division or another conference.
Wow, this is going to be insanely hard.
I think it really just depends.
Yo, Des.
At number 1, we all know that
Anyone?
the Patriots ran the AFC East for the entirety of Brady's tenure. They've won a total of 22 AFC East titles, 17 won by Brady, 9 ahead of the Bills and Dolphins for second at 13. The Jets you'd think would be in 4th place. However, they are in 5th place with 4. What team has the 4th most AFC East titles with 6, even though they haven't played in that division since 2002?
Locked in. Now you can't lock. Yeah. Or now you can't take the hint, I should say. Let's go.
Did you get that? Do you know it, Christian?
I have a good guess.
Oof.
Damn,
I have an educated guess. If it's a good guess, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I just think mine's a good guess. I never said it was educated by all whatsoever.
So your base is looking for what person has the 4th most AFC East titles. Even
What
though they haven't
team?
played- Yeah, what team has it since? Even though they haven't played since 2002 in that division.
They haven't been in the division
So the
since
team,
2002.
The team.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
team? What so the Jets, even though they've been in the AFC East their entirety of their history, have only 4 titles, and they've been in the league since like the 60s, the 50s, 60s when it started. So I mean, Jets are pretty awful.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock it. Wrong, but I'm gonna lock it.
All right, so if you locked in first, Christian, what do you think?
What is the Baltimore Ravens?
Nick?
See, I feel like the Ravens right though, because they weren't a team until '99. So I feel like that can't be right unless you're going off of the Colts were in that division too. Oh man, yeah, I'll go Ravens. Yeah.
You guys are so close because it actually is the Colts. The Indianapolis Colts.
I
So
feel
we're
like we should both get a point there. Nick, let's shake hands and agree. We both deserve a point on that one.
Because the Colts they kept their records. The Colts kept their records. The Baltimore Colts are not the Baltimore Ravens.
I did say the Colts, though, that the Colts were there.
No, you said the Ravens was your answer.
Yeah,
the Ravens are a whole separate team.
Yeah, look, if I'm not getting a point, you're not getting a point either, Nick.
The Baltimore Colts moved to Indianapolis. They keep all the franchise stuff.
I say we get a half a point each, and we'll go on to the next one.
I'll give you guys.
All right, cool. Half a point. Let's go.
Whatever. At number 2, in 1998, Bud Selig moved the Brewers from the AL into the NL Central, causing an imbalance in the divisions. There were 6 teams in NL Central until 2013, when what team moved to the...
Locked in.
All right. Nick, what you got?
I got the Astros.
Christian?
Give me the Royals.
It is the Astros. The Astros are the only team to have ever competed in the World Series with two different conferences. They competed in 2005 and lost against the White Sox.
Yeah, because Roy Oswalt pitched for the Astros when they were in the end.
Yeah, it was like Craig Biggio and stuff. All right. So number 3, in 1997, the BCS started in college football. What now defunct conference had members like Miami, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, Boston College, and West Virginia?
Locked in.
All right. Nick, you locked in first?
Big East.
Christian?
Oh, I was going to go Pac-12.
Yeah, it is the Big East. So, guys, it scores at 2-0 or 3-1 if you want to count your pity points. At number 4, in 2011, what conference lost Colorado to the Pac-10 and Nebraska to the Big Ten, making them have to eliminate their divisions?
What was the other team?
It was Colorado went to the Pac-10 and Nebraska went to the Big Ten. From what conference?
Give me a couple minutes. Locked in.
Oh, I'm torn between 2. All right, I'm locked in.
All right, Christian, what do you got?
The Sun Belt.
Nick?
I'm going Mountain West.
You're both wrong. The answer was the Big 12. They both were in the Big 12.
Nebraska was in the Big 12?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
At number 5, in 2012, the losses kept coming for the Big 12 as they lost what 2 teams to the SEC? And for bonus, what team leaped into the Big 12 from the Mountain West?
Wait, repeat. What year is this?
2012. What 2 teams went from the Big 12 to the SEC? And then I'll give you a bonus if you can tell me what team leaped from the Mountain West Conference to the Big 12.
Locked in.
Oh. They went from the Big 12 to the SEC?
Yeah, 2 teams went from the Big 12 to SEC.
I'm gonna phone a friend. I'm gonna use my phone a friend.
I didn't know we had a phone a friend.
Phone a driver.
This is just gonna. This is just gonna be it. What year did they transfer?
2012.
You would think I would know this.
I know it. I know for certain one of the teams, and I think I know why.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what one team you're certain of.
So we have to pick one team or 2 teams?
You have to pick 2 teams.
Yes, or both.
You have to pick both. And the bonus one, you had to tell me which team leaped from the Mountain West to the Big 12.
Lock in. On.
Jeez.
Okay. I'll lock in. I'm wrong. I'm not gonna get the bonus.
I'm gonna make you go first, Nick, since Christian seemed more confident.
All right, I'm gonna go Arkansas and Mississippi State.
All right, and what was your bonus?
I am going to go. You said went from the mountain. You said the Mountain West.
Yeah, they left from the Mountain West to the Big 12.
Today, Junior.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll just lock it as nothing. No,
right.
Oklahoma.
Okay. Christian, who do you got?
I got Texas A&M and Mississippi State for the 2 and the bonus. I don't have any confidence in the bonus, but we'll go Utah.
All right. So you got one of the 2, Texas A&M and also Missouri were the 2 teams that went from the Big 12.
Dude, the only reason I know Texas A&M, I watched Untold Johnny Football on Netflix. Would 100% recommend, if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get it right then.
Yeah, because I got it wrong. The bonus one, I gave you guys a hint. I said they leapt over from the Mountain West Conference. That would be the TCU Horned Frogs.
Oh. About that. I wasn't thinking of like that because Mountain West, I'm like, okay, that can't be TCU, but all right.
So at number 6, the biggest year for realignment was 2013 when 17 teams joining new conferences that year. A lot of it due to the Big East was dissolving that year. What was so significant about the 2013 college football season?
Locked in.
You said the 2013?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
All right. Christian?
First year of college football playoffs.
Nick?
First year of playoffs.
That is wrong. It was actually the last year of the BCS.
Oh, Nick.
Yes, you guys are close. If you guys would have taken my hint, the hint was FSU won the championship this year. Ohio State won the championship next year. If you guys would have taken the hint.
Yeah, FSU's ass, bro.
Would have had that right. Dang, it was 2014 that it came out, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's when you came out too. At number 7. As Eagles fans, we know all about the NFC East. So we should know it really well. They are the only division with all teams who have won a Super Bowl. But what you may not know is that there were 5 teams in it in 2002. Now, it's really weird for there to be a Mountain West time zone team in there, but it makes sense because they did start in St. Louis. What is this football team?
Locked in.
They started in St. Louis?
They started in St. Louis.
I guess I'll lock in. That's weird.
All right. Nick, you seem less confident. What'd you lock in with?
The Rams.
Christian?
The Rams.
There was a big trend back in the old days. They used to name their baseball and football teams the same names. It is the Cardinals.
Wait, they were...
Also, the Rams started in Los Angeles.
The Cardinals were in the NFC East?
The Cardinals were in the NFC East until 2002.
We had 5 teams in the division?
Yeah, so... you got to understand, in like a 7-year time span, there were 4 teams that joined. 1995, the Jaguars and Panthers joined. In 99, the Ravens joined. And then, then we added the Browns, and then the Texans also got added. So there were like 5 teams that got put on the NFL within like a 10-year time period there. So what they used to have is the AFC Central, the AFC East, and the AFC West. And they used to have the NFC Central, NFC East, NFC West. But then they kind of just broke the new people into divisions afterwards.
Interesting.
So at number 8, the 2002 realignment caused the creation of the AFC South and NFC South. The AFC and NFC North used to be called the NFC and AFC Central, like I just said. What team has the same amount of divisional wins as the Lions, with 3 in the entire history of the NFC Central and NFC North?
Wait, hold on. Can you repeat part of that?
So basically what you're trying to find out is what NFL team has the same amount of what is the NFC North titles, although they got them all in the NFC Central. So even though the Lions have been in both, the Lions have only won 3 times combined.
Nick, we haven't done one all. What?
I guess I'll lock in, yeah.
You'll lock in. Mother, I was coming to take a hint. Lock it.
Damn,
this guy, bro.
I actually went out of my way this time to put the hints beforehand, so I didn't have to come up with them on the spot. And
dude, this guy, he's only locking in because he knows he's up 3-1. Okay, so he's being a little loser right now. But you know what I mean? If you don't call a QB nail at the end of the game, you can get a miracle in the Meadowlands. So I understand it. I'll lock it.
You did say that it was an AFC North team, right?
No, I said the Lions. I didn't say it was an AFC North team. All I said was they had the same amount of division titles as the Lions from the NFC North and Central.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in. I feel like this is a trick question, but Nick's already locked in, so you can go first.
Yeah, it is. But all right. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. What's your guess there, Nick?
I'm gonna go with the Browns.
That's
All right,
crazy. You're gonna go with an AFC team in the middle of an NFC conversation?
I don't think you understood the question.
Yeah, I can't.
We're gonna go with the Vikings.
All
I
right.
wanted to go with the Vikings.
Well, the Vikings have won a little bit more than 3 in their lifespan. But the first year they were outside of this division, they end up winning the Super Bowl, which was 2002. It was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The hint was actually the team won the Super Bowl in their first year out of the
That's a horrible
division.
hint because nobody would have known. If you just said 2002, that'd have been a good.
I did. Literally,
Oh.
I said 2002, like realignments was the part with the question. So at number 9, though they were a powerhouse in the 1980s to early 2000s, what team since joining the ACC in 2004 has yet to win an ACC title?
Locked in.
All right, Christian, don't talk. Go ahead. Repeat.
I said, though they were in a powerhouse from the 1980s to early 2000s, what team since joining the ACC in 2004 has yet to win an ACC title? And Christian's already locked in.
They joined the East 2004.
Yes, but they have yet to win an ACC title.
They're still in the ACC.
Yes.
You're asking hints right now, bro. I feel like you got one answer.
Not really a hint because
I mean, it's kind of hints.
It was in the question.
Trooper, lay down.
Trooper.
I don't know.
All right, is that what you're locking in with? I don't know.
No, that's not my answer.
You have a 1 in 14 guess.
All right, whatever. This is wrong, but I'm locked in.
All right, Nick, you seem less confident again. What'd you lock in with?
I locked in with Duke.
Christian.
Miami.
The Miami Hurricanes, the powerhouse in the 80s to 2000s.
Knew it.
Gave you guys a little hint earlier. They were in the Big East until 2004. But yeah, they have not won an ACC title since then.
I knew it when you said dominant history from 80s through 2000, and then you said ACC. I knew you was talking about Miami.
Again, I heard just 80s. Like, I'm thinking of 80s because I can't. It's hard for me to hear. It's like all fuzzled. So I only heard 80s in that.
Right. And so at number 10, I keep talking about the 2002 NFL merger. I feel bad for Christian, but I give a bonus in here. So I keep talking about the 2002 NFL merger, but can you tell me what team caused all the chaos for the division? So basically what team was added in 2002? The bonus question is going to tell me what place are they in AFC South titles?
Locked in. Oh wait, right. Yo, that's kind of F, bro. Because you just gave away the answer inside of the bonus question.
He's dead.
Now that's what you are, yeah, bro. Shut up. I'm kind of sick because you really just gave away the first answer inside of the bonus.
I mean, you can still tie. I gave the bonus answer to tie it, which he'd have to get the bonus answer correct too.
No, because this is bogus, bro. This is bogus.
Go ahead, Christian.
Lock in first.
Yeah, you locked in first, which means you go.
I said now you have to lock in.
What?
He probably locked in when he lagged out.
Yeah, I locked in already.
How confident are you? I said, how confident are you?
I'm pretty confident. As soon as he said 2002, he didn't even have to say the division.
Yeah. All
right.
Give me the Texans for the first part of the question.
The bonus
for this bonus part. Titans.
Huh?
The Titans.
What?
How many?
I said how like
titles?
I said what? I said what? No, I said what place are they in titles?
Yeah, how many?
what
The Texans. What place are they in titles?
They're tied. They all have the same amount. Well, they're tied for second, I should say.
Wait, division titles, right? Like in the
Division titles. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it's obviously Houston. I'm gonna say they are in second place.
All right. So obviously the answer is the Houston Texans. The Colts are in first place with a whopping 9. They won 7 of their 9 from 2003 to 2010. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars in last with 2. Pretty sad. They've only won 2, but that's 2017 and 2022. So I mean, they won 2 recently. In third place, the Tennessee Titans have 4, and then we have 6 for the Houston Texans.
Okay.
I was going to give Christian credit, even though he said tied for second. I was going to give him credit because second was the correct answer. I was only asking for one team, but the biggest crazy thing here, and because this is the topic I wanted to talk about. Unless you want to gloat, you want to gloat first? Were you?
Wait, so they were tied for second?
No, they weren't tied for second. But you said they're tied for second. But I would have given you it because you said second.
No, you don't get it if you say you're tied for second.
No, because he said second. I only asked where the Texans were, and if he said tied for second, that's still second place. Like he still technically would have been correct.
I don't know. That's a half a point. But
I lost. Next segment.
So the tie into that, it's crazy to think that Andrew Luck only won one AFC South divisional title. I think maybe he won 2. He won 2. He won 2 in the 6 years I was there. It's kind of crazy to think about. So it made me kind of think of, who do you guys think is the biggest injury what if in NFL history?
Oh man.
Could you be any position? Like
any position, just the biggest injury. Like if this person could have stayed away from injuries, like he would have been stellar. Like we would have been talking about him so much more. So that's kind of where I kind of segued in.
I'm gonna go Bo Jackson, man. I feel like that's all I ever hear about. Man, I know I never got to actually witness him play and all that, but I mean, dude, I feel like that's everything you hear about, man. Is if Bo Jackson could have had a full career, like what could he have done? Like this, and I mean, dude, the guy was a freak athlete, right? I mean, playing both baseball and football, and at a high all-star level on both sides of the ball. Like it's just crazy. I feel like that's the guy for me, if he got to play longer.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably go Bo Jackson too, but just to switch it up a little bit, he's not really injury prone. But I'm gonna go Megatron, dude. I mean, that dude could have, if he was on a better team, he would have had a better go at it. But unfortunately, he was with the Lions and couldn't do anything.
It did him dirty too. He'd probably be statistically the best receiver.
Calvin Johnson would have still been the top receiver, for probably another 3 or 4 years, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Probably went to another team, he probably would have had a Super Bowl. But that like, not really injury prone, but I feel like shortened his career. Same with the other guy in Detroit that did it. I mean,
Barry, yeah.
So I mean, those two right there. I mean, I would say, again, not injury prone, but their career on purpose. Those two, I feel like a lot more could have happened if they didn't.
Dude, if that's the way we're going, I'm going to roll Jonathan Taylor then. I mean, because Jim Irsay, for one, and you know what I mean?
I think it's so early in his career to call him a what if, I think.
I don't know. I just think if Barry Sanders would have played longer, I don't think you're breaking any of his records.
Yeah. I have multiple people on this list. I want to point out some small ones. Victor Cruz I put up there. I feel like if he didn't blow out his ACL twice, like he probably would have had a pretty good career. Byron Leftwich, I feel like if he was injury prone in college, but I feel like if he could actually stay healthy in the NFL, I mean, he didn't look too bad. He just kept his knee.
You know who's two good ones I actually have real quick? Both were drafted by the Chargers. Would be cornerback Verrett and cornerback Casey Hayward Jr. They both faced a lot of injuries through their career, and they were both very, very good cornerbacks.
Yeah. I have on here Percy Harvin. I feel like it's a lot of
That's a good one.
A big name that people don't realize how good he was. Like if you look at his first 3 seasons, he had 2,625 yards and 17 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He only played 8 games in 2012, but through those games, he had 677 yards, 3 touchdowns, 67 receptions, and was averaging 36 yards per return as well.
Percy Harvin was good. And still playing in the game, Keenan Allen.
Yeah, he'd be getting hurt.
I put like little smaller ones on the list. Like I didn't want to include like deaths because I have like Jerome Brown, Sean Taylor, and Patrick Tillman. Didn't really want to really say those because those are deaths, not really injuries, and it's a shame.
Dwayne Haskins on there?
No, I didn't put Dwayne Haskins on there. I put Carson Wentz on there because I feel like his play, I think it was a mental thing after he tore his ACL. He's kind of feared for his life in the pocket and felt too scared to be mobile, I feel.
Now he's so mentally retarded. He's mixing jerseys, shorts, and helmets.
And he got paid a bag for all 3 of those too. The biggest
certified bank robber.
Yeah, the biggest one I want to talk about on this list is going to be Sterling Sharp.
That's a really good one.
One of the biggest what ifs. I think he probably would have been a top 5, maybe top 3 receiver all time.
His brother Shannon, when he got inducted into the Hall of Fame, Shannon even said, you have the wrong Sharp brother in this Hall of Fame. Like it should be my brother Sterling in here.
So he only played 7 seasons, but if you want to look through his 7 seasons of play, 595 receptions, 65 touchdowns, 8,134 yards. Let's keep in mind that he retired in 1994, which means he only got 3 seasons with Brett Favre.
Yeah,
imagine his career if he just stayed with Brett Favre.
Stud.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's a good one. Those are all good ones. I feel like there's a lot that you could really go through. I wouldn't say Leftwich though. For me, I don't think Leftwich was ever.
Here, let me.
Doesn't he have a playoff win, or was that Garrard who beat the Steelers in the playoffs?
I think it was Garrard.
Yeah.
While Nick's lagging out.
He deserved if.
Okay. He's nutting again. Look at that face.
I don't know. Yeah, he's mid nut.
What's funny is I get to record, so like this is all live for us. His nutting face happens multiple times, live for us.
Oh, look at it!
May even be the thumbnail. Who knows?
But I don't know. I mean, it's tough. I don't know if I'd have Leftwich there.
Look, let me piggyback off that question real quick, though. Let me ask you guys, who was your favorite college star that you wish found success in the NFL?
Ooh.
Tim Tebow.
That's Baker a good Mayfield.
One. Not a question.
Tebow's a good one.
Honestly, Mayfield all day.
Mean, honestly, I really wish that either Troy Smith or Braxton Miller, because Braxton Miller obviously had to switch.
Yeah.
Positions.
Never really got a fair shot at it.
I think my guy actually, I'm going to change from Baker Mayfield because he had a little bit of success in the NFL. I think my guy I'm going to switch to for sure is going to be Tavon Austin. I wish he played out a lot better with the Rams.
Everybody was watching his highlight tapes, so everyone.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought he was going to say Johnny Football at first.
Nah, I was thinking Johnny Football, but I was like, nah, it's probably better he's not in the NFL.
Let's be honest, it should be Tebow. That guy never got a fair shot at anything.
He's won a playoff
same thing about Doug Flutie.
He's won the same amount of playoff games as Lamar Jackson. That's all I have to say. So
yeah, exactly. I mean,
and he tried out for tight end. Lamar hasn't done that.
Yeah, because he's trying out for running back all the time.
He never got a fair shot at it, and it wasn't right. But
yeah, I mean, unfortunately, to be fair, I would have also replaced him with Peyton Manning. But when he went to the Jets and they were just using him as a gadget guy, and we're just really using him for ticket sales more than anything, it was kind of a shame.
Yeah.
But hey, at least we had him in Philly too. Tim Tebow is part of the Eagles organization at one point.
Almost got a mini helmet signed by him, but I didn't.
And we did the same thing. We didn't really use them.
Well, yeah, because I mean, at that point, who was
2017 Carson Wentz? It was 2017 year, and it was Carson Wentz. It was the year going into our Super Bowl year.
Are you sure? Because I swear Tim Tebow was number 11.
Bro, I'm telling you, I have a football that's autographed by. Well, there goes Nick. I have
Nick's
a football
dead.
that's autographed by. Because I went to the training camp that year, the year we won the Super Bowl, and it's an autograph, and I have Carson Wentz's autograph on the ball, but I don't have Tebow's, and I remember trying so hard to get Tebow's autograph.
Yeah, Nick died again. I don't know what Nick's doing.
I don't know either.
While we're on a little interlude, guys, I'm going to do this before they come join the chat. But please, we're starting our fantasy football league. We have 4 leagues. Please join, like, comment, subscribe. We'll let you join. We'll pick random people. We need to fill these leagues. Like I said, there is going to be $50 cash for each one. And if you watched the last episode, you found out that, hey, we'll give you more money if you give us a great name. So please go and do that. Also, please like, subscribe. A lot of you aren't subscribed. The only person who seems to be subscribed is me. The other 2, and I think our moms may be subscribed. I'm not sure. Nick's mom may not know how to use the internet yet. But we just like the help. That's all we do. So, if you can, just give us a little bit of help, and that's all we really need. Thank you.
You wanted to make me get behind the wheel, baby.
I'll edit that out.
You're ridiculous.
All right.
Going to bed turns into grabbing your keys.
Right. I shouldn't have done that. I did this to be funny to start a little bit earlier, but now I'm just having to edit that out.
Yeah.
So I'll just, you know what? I'm going to give some small preseason takeaways.
Malik Cunningham should be an NFL starter. That's takeaway 1.
So that's actually on there. So 1, CJ Stroud seems to have the job, but he had a very bad start to the season yesterday. He was 2 for 4 with 13 yards and a pick. That was pretty bad to none other than Jalen Mills. However, his offensive line looked like absolutely abysmal. Like the dude felt like he was running for his life the entire time. So that's going to be interesting there for the Texans. The other note I have is, he was under pressure 60% of his dropbacks, which is crazy.
But he only had 4 dropbacks.
No, he had more than that because he got sacked.
Oh.
But Drew Lock. Oh, what Nick would you have to say?
I just don't know if CJ Stroud is back, man.
I'll be honest with you though, dude. He was. I'm not gonna lie to you guys though. He was. I like CJ Stroud more than I like Bryce Young coming out.
Yeah, well, Bryce Young's already been named the starter.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The other one I have is Drew Lock looks solid. Now I don't think there's a QB controversy here, but Lock played almost a whole game and was 17 for 24 with 191 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 1 pick, but it was off a deflection from the defensive line. So.
I mean, you gotta think. You also gotta think. You gotta get experience. I don't know, man.
Smoke.
Honestly, I think the best quarterback right now that's coming out of that draft class is on the Titans, in my opinion.
You mean Levis?
I do. I think he's got the best pocket presence of all of them. Yes, the other 3 can run. And Levis can run too, but I think he has more awareness than the other guys do. They just want to go out there and be creative, and I think that's the biggest thing.
You. I think Tennessee's best quarterback is their second string as of right now.
Malik Willis.
Yeah, I think Malik Willis is bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think Malik Willis is a stud, but I heard from early reports going on that coming into training camp as just a second-year player, he was on the cusp of getting cut after the draft of Will Levis. So be curious to see how that all plays out. But in my opinion, I mean, dude, look, you're looking for Tannehill's successor, and at the end of the day, Tannehill was never your franchise quarterback. So let Willis and Levis duke it out. See what you got. In all honesty, I mean, what does it hurt?
Yeah, the Titans have been looking for a quarterback since McNair. So
yeah.
I look at them. They're like a understudy of 49ers. They like to eat the clock. They like to get ahead and eat the clock. They know they didn't need a quarterback, but not having that quarterback now, Tannehill had some decent seasons, average seasons, and that's all they needed.
When AJ Brown was there.
I'm just saying, all they needed was an average quarterback to get the job done, and I don't think he has that anymore. I think he's a backup quarterback now, and I think you're right, but I do think Levis deserves a shot at it too.
I don't think Levis doesn't deserve a shot at it. I don't think that at all. But in my opinion, I just think you're talking about a guy that you took in the third round who originally had first round hype around him. Now, I don't believe he should have been a first rounder, regardless of the hype that was around him. But one way or another, this is still a third round guy. And for me, it's like as a franchise, you're ready to pull the plug already on a guy you took in the third round. That's mind blowing to me. And even with taking Levis in the second round, like, you would think right away, iron sharpens iron. So you want that competition to play out. Even if Willis, you know for a fact that Levis is the guy that you want Willis to do absolutely everything he can in his power to make Levis that much better because he's right on his butt the entire time. So I don't know. I don't agree. I feel like right now, obviously, Tannehill is the way they're going. And I feel like they're going to skip over Willis and they're going to go right to Levis, which I understand because he's their newer guy there, taken in an earlier round, projected first round pick, top 5 quarterback in the previous draft. So I understand it. But at the same time, I just feel like a lot of teams, man, they miss on players that they didn't actually do their homework on. And I feel like this is a guy that with Willis, if you just give him a shot, give him a chance, let him see how he can actually do. I'm not saying he's going to be an all-star quarterback. But damn, at the worst, he might make Levis better.
Honestly, I think one of the two are going to have an opportunity at the end of the season anyway, because Tannehill's injury prone. He's probably going to miss a couple games. So both of them are going to have their chance at going at it, like going and trying to see if they're better. And if the system runs better with the one of those two, you got to go for it. Unfortunately, in the division they have, and they're not going to have a shot at it. We all know whose division that is.
Yeah.
And it's not even close. I mean, everything I'm seeing with the Jags is just they're getting better and better.
Yeah. I mean, dude, let's be honest, though. We knew once the Jaguars took Trevor Lawrence, it was only going to be a matter of time, at least in my opinion, before Jacksonville became what they're becoming. Because, in my opinion, I feel like I knew coming out of college, like, Trevor Lawrence is a winner, right? We've always known that. He's been a winner his whole career.
That's true. But you also got to think the owner that's in Jacksonville and the history of Shaq Khan and what he likes to do to players and get rid of them. So I hope they don't do that. I hope they found their guy.
No.
But Tennessee was on top of that division. All three of the teams were horrible. I mean, it was always just a legacy division, so they just had to be average good, and they were going to win that division. So I don't know. I'm interested to see what's going on. I'm interested to see these quarterbacks and how they're going to play out. But I'm more interested to see Kyle Trask and Baker Mayfield go at it in Tampa Bay.
Look, I'm not. I think that's going to
be the story. What?
So you kind of cut out there, and I think the last thing you kind of said was, correct me if I'm wrong here, you said Kyle Trask can become the starter in that Buccaneers offense.
I literally said that, and then you said something, so I didn't lose anything. Yeah.
So
I think he can be. I think him being behind Tom Brady for the amount of years that he was, I think I think they got it. Now, Baker Mayfield's a gamer, and I don't know if anybody competes this season to compete. But
so
I think that's going to be my favorite battle preseason.
So you lagged out pretty hard throughout the entirety of that talk you went through there, and you're still lagged right now. Your picture is actually frozen on the screen, but to kind of nail off of what you're saying, though, I think that Trask pick back 2 years ago when they took him from Florida, I thought that was a great pick because obviously we saw in college that Trask was more or less a true. Well, he's gone.
He didn't like what he had to say.
We saw that Kyle Trask was more or less a true pocket passer more than he was an athlete or a runner or anything of the else, right? So going somewhere like Tampa where Brady is, and Brady obviously, as we know, is a guy as a completely true pocket passer who would welcome back Nick. Who never runs, and obviously, I think they said he finished his career with a total of like 150 rushing yards. Like what? So I think Trask. I'm very intrigued to see how Trask looks and plays this year with that quarterback battle that's going on. However, I just, as of right now, obviously, Baker's right at this very second. Baker's your guy, more or less, because he's the guy who just paid on the contract to bring here. He's a guy who's had experience in the league. He's the guy I feel like if you're the Bucks, you're looking at right away off the bat once he signed that contract. He's the guy that can win you more games. Now, again, though, like what Nick was saying, though, I think Kyle Trask can be a very, very good quarterback. I really do. We saw a lot of what he could do in Florida. And again, learning under Brady, I think that paid tremendous dividends to him. But we're gonna have to see how that plays out. He's got to beat Baker Mayfield. He's got to beat Mayfield for that spot already in general. Because, like I said, we all know when it comes to quarterback, you pay quarterback money. I believe Baker, he only signed for about $9 million a year. But at the end of the day, Baker signed for $9 million, while Kyle Trask is still running on $1 million a year. Right, you play the guy that you paid off the start. I hope Trask can do what he can because as a Gator fan, you'd love to see it. But right now, we know Baker's the guy
because no. So Mariota's getting paid $10 million a year to be a quarterback. So that doesn't mean anything. He's getting paid $9 million. They just have cap space to pay for him. Listen, I'm not saying Mayfield's not going to be the starter. I'm saying that's going to be one battle that I'm going to be interested in seeing. That's all I'm saying.
And I agree. I completely agree with you, Nick. I do. I think that is going to be a very interesting and intriguing battle.
What about David? David's just been enjoying us going back and forth.
It's not really much of a back and forth. It's really me talking and you lagging.
Yeah, I really like Christian having the debate against freaking Daft Punk there, but no, I think it's interesting. Now you say Mario's getting paid $10 million a year, yes, but Jalen Hurts is getting paid like $40-50 million a year now,
right?
So that's what his argument was. It wasn't more of a getting paid $9 million. He was the highest paid quarterback, but I think I don't know. Like I feel like Baker's had so many chances already to where I feel like putting Trask out there wouldn't be the worst thing to do. That offense, you could probably put Trask out there, and he would probably do just the same as Mayfield. So, I mean, I don't know. I think the Bucs offense is good enough to where you can fill in a quarterback and he'll do well. The division's bad enough to where it doesn't really matter, I guess, really. The division bad enough to where you can kind of put teams in there. So if they want to start Trask, then why not give him some game experience to find out what he's worth? And then if he's not good, then just put Mayfield in.
I will say, I hope those Tampa Bay fans enjoyed having Tom Brady and getting a taste of what winning is, because then for the next 2 to 3 years, they're not going to have that enjoyable experience.
Look, I'm going to be so honest with you on what you just said right there. I feel like if he gets the chance if he gets the chance, I'm going to kill these dogs.
All right. Well, we'll just leave it at that. David, do you want to go into Utley's segment? I'm all about it.
Yeah. I actually did this last second because I completely forgot about Utley's doggy style dingers, but I got one. So Utley's doggy style dinger, in a game that consisted of a no-hitter, in a game that Castellanos hit 2 home runs, one of them was his 200th career home run.
I like this.
I'm going to go with Weston Wilson hitting a home run in his first major league at bat. I mean, what a ticket to have. I would be framing that ticket if I had that ticket for that game. I mean, 200 career home runs, a no-hitter for sure, and then Weston Wilson's first career home run. That's a crazy day at Citizens Bank right there.
Yeah, it's a great night right there for sure.
That's a good one. I like that. I think that's it. The only thing we have left, guys.
Dubs and Chugs, baby.
Yeah. Also, shout Trey Turner. Ever since that standing ovation, he's on like a 7-game hit streak right now. So
he's killing it. Last night, I saw him. He was 2 for 3 at one point last night. He's killing it, man.
Yeah, Cassie's hit like 5 or 6 home runs in the last in the past 7 or 8 games.
Yeah, dude. You know what I like about him? His son is always at the
I love it, dude.
Right there, and they have that special handshake that they do. I mean, shout out to that. I mean, that's so cool.
Like sick there,
he looks exactly like his dad.
He looks a complete mini me of Casty.
Yeah, 100%.
I wonder if Cassie's hitting bombs.
Guys,
I wonder if Cassie's in bombs right now because of the Hawaiian fires.
I'm
I am-
mid-podcast, so can you give me 10, 15?
for a second while I go
less.
through these games.
Give me like 15. I'm mid-podcast.
Christian's not listening at all. All right, so you guys ready?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not sure if you can see me, but going into our first game on Friday night, we got the Reds versus the Pirates. And can you guys see me?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, but I gotta Venmo someone. Okay.
Christian,
Yeah, I'm
Reds?
gonna take the Reds. We're taking the Reds. We're taking the Reds, bro. Take the Reds.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Reds. Abbott 6-3, 2.93 ERA. Oviedo 6-11, 4.18. So I'll take the Reds.
yeah, I think the Pirates are gonna win this one. Going into the next game, we got the Cardinals versus the Royals.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals.
Christian?
So I'm gonna take the Cardinals. I know I was lagging. My fault.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Cardinals in this one.
I am not. I'm going to take the Royals. They've been hot. They've shown that they can play. I'm going to take the Royals in this one. Last game on Friday, we got the Braves versus the Mets.
It was a nice face.
I'll take the Braves. Come on now, buddy. I'm not taking the Mets. I'm taking the
Braves are sliding right now. I will say that they're not doing too well as of right now. But the Mets are. I actually have on here. My only note is pointing an arrow at the Mets with poverty on there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm picking the Braves.
As much as I would like to pick the Mets, Braves are a way better team. I'll take the Braves taking that series. Probably going to be a sweep too. I hope not. But going into Saturday, we got the Cubs versus the Blue Jays.
Give me the Blue Jays. Slight work, baby.
You say it's light work, but the Cubs have a really good pitcher. Steele is 13 through the 2.68 ERA.
I don't
so
care.
I'm actually going to pick the Cubs.
Bro, I don't care. Don't care.
Baseball's a game of averages.
Yeah,
Baseball's a game of streaks, baby.
I'm with David on this one. I think the Cubs get this one done in Toronto. Going
That's
into
a
our
dub
next
in the
game,
book.
we got the Tigers versus the Red Sox.
Oh man, it's so hard. Let me think. Red Sox, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I
Like
also
how
think.
Make it seem like it's not hard to choose. It is.
Yeah, I also had the Red Sox winning. No, Tigers are at home, but the Tigers aren't that good, so I put the Red Sox in.
You know, you're sitting here saying it's not that easy,
Yeah.
but this is that's talk coming from a guy who's been in last place for like 7 of the past 8 weeks. Okay, I haven't finished in last place for the past like month and a half, so it is pretty freaking easy for me, Nicholas.
If he loses this, I'm going to make sure to put this on freezing cold takes.
Yeah, you better clip that. Yeah, you better clip that.
To our next game, I'm going to take the Red Sox. Going into our next game, we got the Padres versus the Diamondbacks.
See, that's a good one, baby. But you know who plays for the Diamondbacks. You know how that goes. Give me the Padres, man. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna take the Padres.
Yeah, I'm
Man,
not.
dude.
Gallen is on the mound, but your buddy Corbin Carroll has been struggling ever since the All-Star break. He's only batting 273 now. The Diamondbacks have been playing awful ever since the All-Star break. Now have a losing record, but I think the D-backs will get it done here.
Yeah, I picked this game because I haven't heard anything out of Christian's mouth about Corbin Carroll, baby. Haven't heard
that's
that.
my baby.
I think we're going to hear it this weekend. I think we'll hear it this weekend. I think the Diamondbacks take this one.
Yeah, you haven't heard a lot about Corbin Carroll coming out of Christian's mouth because he's coming in his mouth all the time.
Right. Going into Sunday, we got the Twins versus the Phillies, guys.
You're honestly if you don't say Phillies right now. So Phillies.
That's going to say penis in the final cut. So Sonny Gray's on the mound for the Twins, he had a good start to the season. He's kind of just fell off a lot more. The Phillies, they're hot right now. They're super hot. So I'm going to have to go with Philadelphia and Philly.
Yeah, Phillies in Philly. It's hard to go against them, man. They're really good at home. Give me the Phillies in this one. Sunday, we got the Rangers versus the Giants.
I'll take the Rangers. I like them bats. Let's keep them hot. Let's keep them steady. Give me the Rangers, baby.
Yeah, both teams are kind of struggling. I wouldn't say struggling, but kind of cold right now after the All-Star break. They need to win some games. Pitching's pretty equal in this one. So usually I would say Rangers, but I'm going to give the Giants the edge here being at home. I think that they edge the Rangers.
The slight edge of the Rangers. Yeah. That's the thing, man. The Giants are a good team, and I mean, obviously the Rangers are great. They have the bats, but I don't know if the Giants are going to be able to stop that offense. Give me the Rangers taking this one. Sunday, the last game on Sunday, we got the O's versus Mariners.
Hey, I'm gonna take the Orioles, man.
This is a tough one because the Mariners are arguably one of the better teams coming off the All-Star break. They're only 5.5 games back last time I checked of the first place in their AL West division. They right now, I think, hold the second or third wild card spot now. So I'm going to say the Mariners.
I'm literally about to be done.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, that's honestly, this is the best matchup this weekend. There weren't any crazy matchups going on. But this is the best one. This is a kind of hard to choose. Orioles have been hot. Mariners have been hot. But the Orioles have been hotter. I'm going to take the Orioles taking this one. And then going into our tiebreaker game, we got the Yankees versus the Marlins.
Give me
the tough one.
Who's pitching?
You have Cole and Perez.
Oh, man. Cole's ERA? What's Cole's ERA right now?
Cole is at 2.75. Perez is at 2.79.
And what are the win losses on both of them?
Perez, he's 6-5 and then 13-3 for Cole, something like that. I didn't put down the wins and losses.
Judge is back.
Judge is back.
Give
me the Yankees, bro, and I'm gonna take.
All right, cool. Go ahead, David.
I gotta pick a score, dude. Bro. Screw you. I'm gonna take bro. Shut up. Just shut up. I'm gonna take the Yankees 4-1.
Yeah, both teams need a win for the wild card hopes right now. They're both kind of skidding. I think the Yankees will win 6-2.
Man, those are both good scores. Give the Yankees winning 5-3. I like both those scores, but that's what the difference, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey,
I'm kind of disappointed. I'll say this: no Brewers picks this weekend, so I was kind of disappointed there.
I wanted to give you,
a shot.
I wanted to put this out there. I felt bad for you. I've been picking the Brewers on purpose, and most of the time, so I wanted to give you a week off. Kind of bring it out there. See if you can win 2 in a row. Trying to just help you out.
Okay, thanks. Yeah,
man.
All right, boys. Well, look, if I will say, if that concludes our order of business, I've got one last thing to say. Fantasy football, boys, it's coming up. All right, it's literally right around the door. Okay, we got 4 leagues, $50 per league for winner. Okay, you can't beat it. Free $50. Take that, boys. Okay, I don't know what else I got to say there. On top of that, merch, baby. There's merch in the description. Go ahead and cop that right below. Hit the link, subscribe, love it.
So funny thing is I actually, before you guys joined, I hit record and did a bit of that myself, a little housekeeping before you guys came in here. But Christian did a stellar. He did way better than I did. So I'm going to keep both of those in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got both of them. I mean, hey, listen.
Count down below who's better. Probably Christian. I'll call him Christian.
Come on with some creative names too. I want to see some creative names.
I mentioned that too.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, creative names are going to be a big one.
That's good. Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. I will say that the Brewers are going to win the Sunday game, just so I can pick a Brewers game in there. Because I'm going to go back. Oh, wait. Somebody has to bet this weekend. You thought we were going to let that slide, Christian.
Bro, who has to bet this weekend?
Yeah, Christian.
Dude, someone has to place a bet this weekend?
All right. You know what? If he doesn't have one on him, he has to hit his parlay. He has to hit his parlay. That's
all right. I'll take it. Okay. I'll take that right there. I'll take that. That's my bet. My parlay will hit. That's the bet.
His parlay. So, I mean, hopefully fantasy football, preseason football doesn't screw you over here.
Yes,
so
sir,
that's
baby.
and because it's
That's
a
the bet.
3-legger, dude, I will take a punishment. Nick sent me something, so if you are to hit your parlay, I'll punish myself. Nick's gone. He doesn't care anymore.
Nick's gone. Yeah, he's done. It's whatever. It's the end of the podcast. But okay, I think by his cut out facial expressions I saw there. Oh, he's back now. I think he's in on it. I think he agrees. So I think that's what we're gonna roll with.
Because you're tripling down.
Hold on. You just said that if he hits this, you'll do your punishment.
I'll do my punishment, and you have to do one of your drinks too, because this is a triple legger. He is. He has to hit all three.
All right.
All right.
The first triple down bet. Okay,
that's it, baby.
That's it. You have a good weekend,
Christian. I hope you hit this just because of David. David's little mystery box.
I'm scared. It's scary.
All right, boys. Great podcast. Have a good weekend, guys.
All right, guys. Yeah. Good weekend. See you next week.
We dive into the game from hoops to gridiron, analyzing every play like we were the champion. With witty banter and humor, we keep it fun. HTP fam, we always bring the number one. Highlight taking pockets, we taking over the scene. We drop dubs and chugs, living the sports dream. From hot takes to deep dive, it's a winning regime. Come join the hype. We not just blowing steam. We're known for our hot takes, blazing the fire, bringing heat to the table, never preaching to the choir, debating on players, teams, and even strategies. We keep it real, the sugar-coated fallacies. David's on the mic, spinning knowledge of flair. He breaks down the stats with a voice smooth like air. Christian's a funny guy, bringing laughter and joy. He got the jokes unlocked and no one can destroy. Nick's the analyst, break down the X's and O's. He sees the game differently like nobody knows. Together unite, forming a podcast dream team, making waves in the industry, fulfilling their schemes. Highlight taking pockets, we taking over the scene. We drop dubs and chugs, living the sports dream. From hot takes to deep dive, it's a winning regime. Come join the hype, we not just blowing steam. So grab your headphones and tune in every week. Highlight taking podcast is the place to seek insightful discussions, opinions, world class, but respect remains. Although our opinions are trash, whether it's baseball or football or even